Well, hello. You find me in a slightly different situation today. I'm driving, and driving is actually what this video is all about. You see, I was thinking to myself recently, I've had my driving license now for about 21 years, and I've always wondered if nowadays I would still have the skills to be able to possibly pass a test. I have had many driving jobs over the years, and I have picked up many different bad habits, let's say. Now, the only way to really find out if I still have bad habits and if there's any possible way I would still be able to pass today is to speak to a professional. So who better to use today than the very man who taught me to drive 21 years ago? So this is David. David was my driving instructor 21 years ago. He is also my uncle, so a little bit of cheating going on there, but that's okay. So, 21 years ago.
Yes, that's quite a long time when I think about it. And I'm really old now.
Well, yeah, I can't believe it's 20. Well, it was basically 22 years ago that you were actually teaching me. So, how long have you been a driving instructor for?
I've been a driving instructor for somewhat like 42, 43 years, teaching trucks, buses and cars.
Why? What got you into driving instruction?
It was a job where, when I first came out of the army, I didn't want to be at the factory gate with 500 men with his foot on the bicycle pedal ready to 5 o'clock go home. So I picked a company that had got very few workers in it. So it was heavy goods job, teaching around Aberdeen, and I liked it very much. But then I also did cars and forklifts and buses.
Okay, all right. Well, this is going to be interesting for me as well, because for anyone who doesn't know, apart from having my license for 21 years now, I'm also technically classified as a professional driver because I do have a bus license as well. So I think I've got a good chance of being, pretty decent in today's modern ways of lessons, because obviously there's going to be some changes that have happened since I sat my test, but I don't know how much that is. So what I want you to do today is basically to have a look at my driving, pick up any mistakes, any bad habits I've picked up, anything like that. Let me know, and point out where it might have been different when I was learning compared to the modern day. Okay?
All right, yeah, we can try
Happy with that? All right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, let's go. And we'll see how we go. See, look, I even remembered my shoulder check.
Gosh, you must be trying to impress.
But some things are just second nature, I mean, like I say, I'm not a beginner driver. I've been driving for 20 years. Which way are we going, by the way? This way? Okay. So I'm not new to all of this, so you're not testing a complete newbie. Your job now is basically to find out what I'm doing wrong, or what I have been doing for many years and thought I was doing okay.
Turn right at the end of the road then.
He's such a driving instructor. Oh, did you see what I just did there? What? I fed the wheel.
Yes, you passed it back through your hands, when I'm quite surprised to see that. You'll probably normally let it spin through the
I would. Why did I do that?
Follow Anderson drive.
Anderson, okay. I'd never do that. Is this like a subconscious fear that I'm worried that you're going to pick me up on it? I'm doing it again!
Yeah, this is you trying to be good.
I am trying to be good, but
I've already sussed it, you see.
Okay, alright. So what would you say would be some of the normal bad habits that people pick up after they've finished all their lessons, they've got their license? What are some of the things that they quickly disregard from their lessons?
Probably speed is one thing.
Yeah.
They tend to go a lot faster than they did when they were learning to drive and just after they learned to drive. And a good for instance there is you change down into third gear, lifted the clutch, then you change down into second gear and lifted the clutch at less than 2 vehicle distances from the pickup in front of you. And what I would have done was just cruised in third gear and stopped. And then I would have selected from third to first gear.
So,
and having seen the red light in front of us, don't do any more, but put your hands back on the wheel. Right? Now, leave it at this, and maybe if they've changed, pop down into second gear for pull away. Keeping an eye on the mirror, of course.
Of course.
Behind you. Okay.
Oh, this is.
Tell me this, Craig. How often should the mirror be checked?
Every 5 seconds.
No.
Every 10 seconds.
No, every 8 to 10 seconds.
Oh,
the mirror
close.
should be checked. Okay. Now just brake and stop. Keeping both hands on the wheel, and that's fine. Now you're selecting your moving off gear. I would have gone for the moving off gear, then the handbrake, because now you're going to.
But everyone.
Now wait. Now you're going to have touched it twice,
Yes.
whereas once would have done.
But they always say handbrake and neutral. It's in that order. Handbrake, neutral. Yes? They don't say neutral and handbrake.
If you're stopping for any amount of time, it should be handbrake neutral. But you could have, if you're only just wanting to pause for a few moments, then they say pop it into gear, apply the handbrake, and wait for the next move. You don't have to go handbrake neutral.
You sound like
every time.
You sound like you're backpedaling here, David.
No, I'm not
You do.
backpedaling. No, I'm not backpedaling.
You sound like you're backpedaling. I feel like I'm picking you up on things, and you've got an answer for it now.
You think. You think.
Do you know what I was realising when I was driving here today?
Turn left at this round.
Oh, great, thanks. Yeah.
Is the mirror be checked?
Yes.
Fine. Okay. We could have selected second gear there, driver.
But I'm in a diesel. Third gear is more than perfect for this.
Okay. So you're coming through that roundabout.
Yes.
And somebody comes from your right. You didn't quite see, and you needed to accelerate rather rapidly out of the way. Third gear would have done that, would it? No, it wouldn't. Second gear would have done.
Okay.
Would have zipped you out of the way.
True. I'm just trying to drive more smoothly, slightly more economically. You know.
Yes.
It's an important part today.
Yes.
Actually, that's a question, right? Oh, wait, no, wait. Before I say that, I want to go back. What I realised on my way here today was that I don't think we have ever been out in a car together
Since you passed
with
your
me
test.
driving the car since I passed. Yeah.
No, quite.
Because we've always just had separate cars. You
Yes.
know, we've never had to go anywhere in the same car with me driving.
Correct.
So this is like the first time in 20 odd years that you've been in a car with me behind
And
the
I'm
wheel.
having to bite my tongue.
No, I don't want you to bite your tongue. I want you to pick up on these things. You got to say what comes to mind. You know.
I started as soon as we left the house.
Well,
didn't we?
exactly. Yeah.
Oh,
You got.
that's
I
okay.
know. Yeah. Before we even got the camera rolling, you were
Down
picking
at
me
the
up on
bottom of the
things.
road, we should turn to the right towards the Queen's Cross roundabout. The mirror would be checked,
Of course, it would be checked.
and we would be indicating as we're turning, and then we would just check our outside mirror just before we turn.
Oh God, I'm feeding the wheel again.
Yes,
I should.
I know.
Oh,
I'm doing that very poorly in third gear. Again, you've not
Oh.
got the acceleration.
I don't need acceleration. No, I'm not. It's not a race. I think this is actually a 20.
I don't think so.
No, is it not?
Anyway,
Okay.
my mocker that I used to teach in the last few years,
Yeah.
I would have made you go around there in second gear, and that had a 1700 cc engine. So I would have still made you turn in second gear for the fact that just in case. Now check your mirror while you're braking. Okay. And fine. Good.
This is bringing back so many
Ah.
memories. It's unreal.
Roundabout, take second exit down Alpine, please.
Oh dear me. This
Fine.
is so weird.
Yes. Second gear's a go.
Second gear, yeah, because I'm going slower here. Of course, I'll take second gear.
Watch his wheels.
I hate
make
this
sure.
roundabout
Watch
so
his
much.
wheels.
I watched
You watch
his
his
wheels.
wheels and they move, then you've got a split second before the vehicle leaps out in front of you.
Yes.
People coming out from a side street, always watch their wheels. Their wheels move. You'll see the wheel move, the discs and so forth move quicker than you will see the mass of the vehicle move.
That's a good point. I just look at a car. I never really focus on a particular part of a car.
You'll see the wheels move.
Okay.
Before you see the mass of the car.
So, over the years you've been doing this for so many years, let's just, as far as cars, as far as teaching cars, how many people do you think you could roughly estimate that you've taught over the years?
Not so much in the last few years, because I was slackening off, because let's face it, I'm in my 70s and into retirement now with my ill health.
Yeah.
But over the years, probably, I don't know. It's really, really difficult to say. In the hundreds. Keep an eye on your mirror. Now, when you stop,
yes,
pick off a gear, watch the vehicle in behind you, and wait. Watch him all the time. If it looks like he's having a natter to his butt, there's a likelihood he might not be seeing you, and you're ready now to leap forward.
Leaping.
Should it occur that he looks like he's going to hit you? Third gear was not needed there.
I didn't actually, I just...
Oh, you knocked it into neutral.
I knocked into neutral and
again,
rolled forward.
Somebody's going to hit you from behind. By the time you get the clutch back down, into gear, gas and bite, you've been banged.
No, it's never happened to me yet.
No, yet.
Well, you're so doom and gloom. I'm positive. Of course it's not going to happen. Yeah, I just rolled it into... I just chucked it into neutral and just rolled. Yeah.
Okay. See, now, here's a good point. What's the speed limit in Union Street?
20 miles an hour.
So, what's the gear you're in?
Third. No, second, actually, right now. Second.
And what speed's it carrying you along at? Approximately, give or take.
Well, we're not even doing 20 right now, and I'm doing 1500 revs.
Okay.
So I think that's a good gear to be in. I mean, it'll give me poke if I need it.
So when you get into a third gear, when you get into a 30 mile an hour, they say third gear will do the job.
Yeah. But I would probably change up into fourth anyway.
Possibly.
For fuel economy reasons.
Really?
Now that's a point. So with modern day economy and all this being a big factor, has that been part of any changes with the teaching?
Well, you've got in front of you a fuel injected engine.
Yeah.
That literally spits fuel in through a jet.
Yeah.
Now that should be in gear, and you can't see his wheels touching the road in front of you. If you get banged up the backside now, you get a nose job as well. True.
I still think there's a decent gap there.
No, sir. If he breaks down, how do you get out from behind without going in reverse?
It's a small car. I'm trying to give you as many answers.
It injects the right amount of fuel for the job it's doing, the engine. Yeah?
Yes.
So, if you stay in third gear in a 30 mile an hour area, you've got acceleration and braking should you require it.
Yes.
Okay? The amount of fuel that you waste with third gear, 30 miles an hour. Mustang. Sally
Stop
driving.
being distracted.
Driving?
Stop being distracted.
Will save you an awful lot, because the moment you get into fourth gear, what happens? You accelerate. And suddenly, now mirror check, leave that alone, keep your hands on the wheel. See, you've not put it into neutral.
I did.
It should be in gear.
It's my habit.
It should be in gear, because if somebody hits you, your feet will come off the controls, you will stall. If you're in neutral, you'll be propelled forward. The only thing stopping you is the brake. If it was in gear, she would stall.
Okay, yes. I don't argue that point.
Okay.
It's just
what checked. Bus, no bus.
No bus.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, going back to fuel injected. Right, you get it into fourth gear.
Yes.
And you accelerate. And suddenly you're doing 45 and 30 limit, and who goes nee-nah, nee-nah, and books you for speeding? Now, here's your killer. How much is your fine going to cost you for speeding?
God, I don't even know what it is these days.
Don't get too close. It's going to cost you at least 60 to 100.
At least 60 quid, yeah.
And third gear with a fuel-injected engine, how long is it going to take you to waste £100 worth of fuel? A very long time.
I like your logic. I do like your logic.
Good.
Doesn't mean I'm going to follow it, but I like it.
Well, let's turn right at the lights.
Oh, yeah.
So let's give good warning.
See, that bugs me about my dad's driving. Because,
check him up the inside.
Yeah, I see him.
Okay, here's your gap, because he's gone into that right turn lane. And
I'm feeding the wheel again.
Good man. So, if anything, you've learned something. Or you've remembered something.
I've remembered a lot. I would like to think I've remembered a good amount.
Brake lights, why are they on?
Because he's either stopping or there's someone coming up the hill.
Okay.
But I think he's stopping because the way his position.
Okay.
So yeah.
Fine.
Plus this is a horrible moment.
Okay, let's take the next opening right just here, please. Fine. Time in with the guy coming behind.
Second gear.
Okay. Good. I would have had a good look up the street before I let the steering wheel spin back through the palm of my hand. They're coming back now. Yeah.
Bits.
Yeah.
Bits are coming back. 21 years is a long
stay
time.
Along the white line because we're going straight ahead. Again, I wouldn't have changed into second gear. Okay. And we failed our driving test there.
Oh, why?
Did the wheels of the car stop moving?
Yeah.
No, they did not.
The dog. The barely. Oh. Wasn't a stop, was it?
Turn right at this roundabout.
I thought there was a giveaway.
Well, that's why I took you down the street, you banana, to see whether you could read. And you obviously haven't learned to read.
Well, you know, sometimes you remember and sometimes you don't.
Hands on the wheel. Thank you very much.
I keep driving. People can't see this. I keep driving with my hand on the gear stick, and I'm having it lifted off. Okay, so what about this? I like
left at the
roundabout.
Okay. Please, first exit.
I like to drive with my hand on the top of the wheel.
4 to 2 there. Okay. And red light and dog's on a lead. Gear. Good. Fine.
So yeah, I drive around with my hand on the top of the wheel often. You know, as opposed to.
I would say hello, broken nose.
Okay.
What's in the middle of the steering wheel?
An airbag.
How long or how many does it take seconds, minutes to inflate?
Oh, it's like a couple of milliseconds or something. If that. I don't even know. It's like a millisecond. It's pretty much instant, isn't it?
200 milliseconds.
There you go.
Okay. It actually takes 150 milliseconds for the airbag to inflate.
Okay.
And it takes, we'll take the left lane and go straight down the middle. And it takes 200 milliseconds for the human eye to blink. And if you blink,
it's already happened.
That airbag has already happened.
So if your hand is on top of the wheel, it's just going to come like this.
Broken nose, glasses, you drive mostly with glasses.
All the time.
Broken glasses. Yeah. And you suddenly need, glasses are displaced, you suddenly need the glasses or your eyesight to see. Glasses are obscured. And we'll turn to the right along the beach. I would now pick up the right hand lane because anything beyond 12 o'clock needs a right turn signal to get.
But most people go across this roundabout in the left
hand lane.
Yeah.
So
because it's basically straight on, isn't it?
It's not. It's beyond 12 o'clock. But it's this mirror and indicate, cut across the nose of anybody. See, now I would have gone right up beside them. They would have known I was there.
Right, so we found a parallel park situation, and parallel parking is something I have never enjoyed doing ever since I sat my test. But
my uncle says I can make it better.
Well, that's what we're hoping. Couple of cars in front. What's the guidance for this?
The idea is we're going to pull forward and stop beside the blue car, which is the second car, with our mirrors level with his mirrors.
Right.
Okay? And approximately a metre away. Once we've done that, engage reverse gear, obviously taking all round looking observation. And as we move back very slowly, put one full lock, one full turn of the steering wheel onto the left.
Full turn, but not a full lock.
Not a full lock, full turn.
Right.
And close. As we move back very slowly, keep observation, and as this mirror gets to his backside, you take off the lock or the turn that you put on. You're then watching in the mirror for the little wheel arch to go over the curbstone, and when you do that, you pull one lock out again to the outside and watch it as it goes in, and as it gets parallel,
take it off again.
Take it off.
Okay, so a metre alongside by the mirror,
Yeah.
a metre away,
Yeah.
one full turn,
Yeah.
reverse, come round,
Mirror to backside.
mirror over the backside. When the wheel arch goes over the curbstone,
Yeah.
take the full turn off.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
On you
That's-
go, nephew. I'll talk you through it.
No, because that doesn't make sense. Because if you just take it off, then you're going straight.
You're going in,
You go-
out,
you go
out,
right.
in.
In, out, and then okay, and then all the way out
Wheel
again.
arch
Right,
goes
okay.
over the curb.
Right, okay. Right, okay, let's wait for space. Let's get out there. Right, so. Pull up alongside. Indicate left. Alongside his mirrors. Into reverse.
Wait, not yet. You're not level yet.
I'm close enough.
Right, in now.
Right.
Come on, in.
So, round one turn,
Yeah.
and then
And slowly, out.
out. Okay.
Watch the curb. Keep it straight.
Keep it straight.
Steady. Out.
Out.
Steady. This is the crucial bit. As it gets parallel, you take off the lock.
I can't even see the curb. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, I'm touching it.
Yeah.
That's
Fine.
damn. That's close though, isn't it?
It's good though, isn't it?
That's actually. Why did you not teach me that 20 odd years ago?
Probably because you weren't paying attention.
That actually worked a hell of a lot easier than I thought. I think the issue there was.
I taught Nicky. Yeah, try this one.
Okay.
Check mirrors, clear behind.
Right.
Smaller one.
Oh, is it? Right, okay. So we're alongside.
Right.
Reverse.
There's nobody around. Go a little bit slower this time.
Okay. So
In, one turn.
Right. We're going in slowly.
Slowly. And out.
And then we're winding it off.
Now steady.
Straight.
Steady.
I'm steadying. And then it's
Steady.
going over the curbstone.
Right.
And then take it round.
Now it could have gone another 6 inches.
Yeah,
back,
okay.
And back. So you're still straight. It could have gone another 6 inches.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So that's in, out, out, in.
I feel like when I'm doing that maneuver though, that one turn isn't enough.
Now, you learn that to begin with, right? To get your driving license. And as things go along, you do maybe 1.5 turns to get in sharper.
Okay.
Because you've got a smaller gap. But the learning process, left please, the learning process would be to do it without another car behind you. Because that's what the examiner does. And left again please. And 3 to number 1, and not too close in case somebody comes tanking through the roundabout, doesn't see the red light and hits us up the bum. Are you allowed to say bum?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's okay.
Is your hand at 12 o'clock?
Yeah, yes.
It should be basically at 2:45.
Have you ever been in a lesson and you've been stopped by the police?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for driving too slowly.
Oh really?
Across the Scotstoun Road, believe it or not.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
That's a 30.
Yeah. Well, it's more than a 30. It's a 60 limit that's coming from twice to...
Oh, you're talking about the back road. Okay, yeah, no, that's a 60, yeah.
And they said, do you know why you pulled me over? I said, yeah, you pulled me over because we're going too slow. And this person's only on her second lesson. I wouldn't expect her to move fast. But why didn't you chase the guy who overtook us on a blind summit? Stupidly, just a few minutes ago. He had no answer.
Okay.
And I said, I'm right now, mirror check, fine, leave your gears.
Leaving the gears. I'm I always wanted to...
down and into number 1. I said, you've also wasted this lass's money and I shall now be late for my next customer, but you don't care.
Okay.
So I gave him a piece of my mind. We'll turn right when we get to the lights, please.
So when, if you can remember as far back as 21 years ago, I know this might sound a little selfish, but is there anything you remember about my driving at the time when we started out? As in, was there anything notable? Was there anything that made you think, oh God, I've got my work cut out for me here, or this is going to go quite well?
This is going to go quite well.
Okay, so,
yeah.
All right, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
See, because, like, before I started my lessons with you, Dad gave me a heads up and we went down to the car park at Asda one night when it was closed, and he taught me clutch control.
Yeah.
And he said to me, if you can get clutch control, everything else is easier. That's one of the biggest hurdles to get over.
Yeah.
So, and I was so much more confident then being able to use the clutch. And that was Dad's big old Volvo, remember? That was a big beast of a thing.
Yes.
And I worked that no problem. And at the time you had an Escort. Remember the white Escort? Yeah. And that was a good car to drive, actually.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That was a good car, but it had a much shorter clutch than the Volvo.
Yeah.
And yet, you know, it was I thought I got on quite well with it. Although I do remember every time I stalled that car, you made me apologise to the car.
Yes. What to me, it's the car.
I said to you, I'm sorry, and you said, don't say sorry to me, say sorry to the car. Yeah. And I had to tap the car on the steering wheel and say, I'm sorry.
I had a lad who was a very good friend of mine. I worked with his dad teaching, and I got him. And every time he stalled, I charged him 50 pence.
For stalling?
Yeah, for stalling. And straight ahead. The time we'd finished, he owed me about £2.50. He said, can I get that back? I said, no, you can't.
So is there any other manoeuvre that you think is important? We've done the parallel park. Is there anything else that's...
Well, the three-point turn is out.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard the three-point turns are gone.
Yeah. So, now is he going to move forward?
Yeah, he's going to.
Enough. Three-point turn's gone. You get Bay Park.
The what?
The Bay Park.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, look at that first gear. You've got plenty of get up and go there. Gosh, isn't that lucky?
Yeah, but
well, you weren't in second gear, right?
Yeah, but that's because I was creeping.
Because you wouldn't have had any pull.
I was creeping, though. I didn't need to go into second gear.
Real.
God, you're so sarky.
Oh, yeah. Just proving I'm right.
That's what it's all about for instructors, isn't it? I'm right, and I'm going to make sure that I prove the point so you cannot argue it.
Right, now stop with your shoulder level with the line.
With a line, okay.
Right? Okay.
Right, so...
Look around you, engage reverse gear.
Where am I going? Where am I parking?
Into the third bay.
Okay, this is apparently a bay park.
Yes.
So we're in a car park.
Yes.
Okay.
Looking around you.
So I'm in gear, right? I'm indicating.
Not necessarily.
Well, I'm pulling
looking back to the third bay.
Right. Which one? Which one's the third bay? So that line there.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, we're going that one over there.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Looking around you.
Yeah.
Moving back slowly. In you go, steering on, come on.
So I'm... Okay. Then there's a car there. You see, you got to be careful. There's a car there.
Right, that's why I say it. Right, tighten her up. Fine, lean forward, use your mirror. Side mirror.
I can see it.
And this one. And straighten. Fine, steady. And don't go over the curb. Now, if you hadn't paused for that car there, you'd have got that in first time.
Are you sure this is the third bay? I think this is actually the second bay.
It's not.
I think I was tight enough and good enough to
Go up
actually do-
again, stay closer to the white line. So you don't have to worry too much about the cars. Right,
Okay.
clutch down, dribble, climb, straighten up, driver.
Alright.
White line.
Right, hang on. Oh, wait, this one here. Right, shoulder over the white line.
Right.
Okay, right.
Yeah, looking back to the bay. Right, good.
So, one,
Round
two,
you.
three, that one there.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So we go around that.
Yeah, but I would have moved first.
Oh yeah, because you don't like steering while we're stationary.
Right, leaning forward and look in the mirror.
I need to
Straighten
lean.
her up.
That's
There it is.
Oh, I can see it. That's perfect. That is perfect there. Look at this. This is exactly how I park when I shop.
Okay.
See?
Isn't that clever?
But you see, you made it sound more stressful now because you're telling me to do certain things. I would normally just do it.
Looking all around you.
But
Is
yeah.
the main thing.
Well, that's
She
it.
was coming.
But like, there's a space over there, right?
Yeah.
I'll park in there as I would normally, right? Because you make it seem more stressful that I'm like, oh, do this, do that, do the next thing. And I just look at that and I look at the gap in my mirror and I just check around and I go, yeah, there it is. I pick it in and I gauge it with the mirrors and I look both sides and I just roll it back in, unwind it. And then if it's not quite level, if it's not quite perfect, I just pull it out a little bit and then just give it a little steering just to get it nicely evened up. And then I'm in.
Clever.
Alright, so while we're heading home, we have to kind of wrap this up. So I didn't realise how much I was doing some of these things, like holding on to the gear stick when I don't need to,
Yeah.
like changing into second when I'm approaching a junction when I could just change into first. You know, these unnecessary maneuvers and things.
Yeah.
I didn't realise. I mean, I think personally, I'm pretty happy with most of what I'm doing.
Uh-huh.
And it's just these couple of little weird habits that I just need to get out of. But from that's my observation.
Yeah.
What would you say is your observation on the whole?
You're playing with the gear knob too often. Okay? And you're right in
Been accused
saying
of that before.
you leave the hand on the gear knob far too much.
Yeah.
Palming it round on the steering wheel, it's not really a good thing. Would be ideal to be feeding it through, but you're obviously going to take a lot of practice at getting back to that if you decide to go back.
I sometimes do it every now and then. I do feed the wheel.
Yeah.
Not often, but
Mirror checking could be a lot better than it is.
how do you even know how often I'm checking the mirrors?
I'm guessing.
So,
Because I'm probably right.
that's not how it works. That's
Oh,
not how
is
it
it
works.
not how it
You
works?
can't just say, you're probably not doing this right.
Probably.
Hang on a second. No. Okay. But on the whole, I'm not a psychotic driver.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Far from it.
it's good. That suits me fine. All right, awesome. Right, so there we go. I'm happy with that. He's still teaching me. He's still directing me. I know where I'm going. I know where you live. It's okay. Don't panic.
I live
So-
down the street.
Shut up. So if you've enjoyed this video, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and make sure you ring the notification bell so you don't miss my next video uploads.
And if you need any advice, don't hesitate to phone me.
You're retired. It's finished. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Specky, and I'll see you in the next video.